I feel like our girls are just very hardworking. They don't give up, and I think that's what got us to this point right now, is that they are determined to finish strong every game and just to keep playing hard and aggressive. We have a really good fan base anyway, no matter where we're going to play. It's going to pick up even more now that our students are back in session. They've been on spring break, so I'm hoping that gives us a feel like we are on our home floor with a loud crowd, and hopefully our pep band and cheerleaders will be there as well, just to make that feel just like if we're shooting at our own gym. Well, the girls have known all year that that's my number one is rebounding, and they know that I wasn't happy about it. I expressed that at halftime, and I haven't let them forget it today, even though we're thrilled that we won and we came up with a victory. But those are the little things that will help us against Union, and so that we do definitely need to focus on that today in practice.
As a team, of course, we're all excited and stuff, but our coach does a good job of keeping us, grounded and know where we need to be. So I know there's a place to celebrate, but I think once we get out on the court, we know what we have to do to get it done. So.
Yeah, kind of taking away with what Gina said. I mean, this whole season our team's had a common goal, and I think that's been the difference between our team and prior teams. Is just that our focus is to the end of the season, completely end of the season. Nobody's on a different page. Nobody's ready to be done. So I think that's definitely a factor. It's close to mine back home, so I was actually at her state tournament games, and then she was at mine. So that comes away with that is that I remember yesterday at the game, at one point we came out of a timeout, and it felt like high school. It felt like that big of a crowd and that big of a fan base, and you don't see that a lot in college just because your games are so far away, and it's just a very different atmosphere. But our fan base has definitely been a big thing for us.
And I think too that as a team, we're a super close team. We all get along really well, and that helps us out on the court too, and we're there for each other, and that's kind of how I was in high school. We just had a close-knit group, so I think that really benefits us also. I don't know, I think like a lot of us, we're together 24/7 pretty much, but I mean honestly, like we have gotten along so well. There hasn't really been like a moment here or there where we've gotten sick of each other, whatever, and even if there is, we can all talk to each other about things, so there's not, I wouldn't say one thing in particular that we do, just I think all of our personalities, we just get along really well.
I think that, not to dwell on negatives, but I think that we've had a lot of adversity this season from an injury standpoint, and I think that we've come out of that stronger than ever. I mean, coming into the season, redshirting our All-American point guard and having three other point guards step up and play very well this season has been great. Another shooting guard tearing her ACL, a post player tearing her ACL, a guard going out for most of the season and not being able to get her red shirt. I mean, we've just gone through a lot of adversity, and we've played through that because those are 5 players who would be contributing great minutes and a lot to the team. So
A little pep talk before the tournament. I gave her, she's a very nice offensive player. I've never questioned that ever, even when she was playing in high school. That was one of the main reasons we recruited her, and she did some great things in the state tournament. She won the state tournament by a last-second shot for our high school at Rockcastle County, and so I know she can handle big games. Her weakness is defense, and a lot of teams can see that, and that's been her weakness all season. And since I am a coach that strives on defense and hard work on rebounding and defense, that's hurt her minutes, and I've been very open with her from the start on her weaknesses. But she has really stepped up, and I'm very proud of what she's been able to accomplish. And that is definitely a spot that we did need to help with, the fact that the defensive pressure has picked up in the national tournament. And I am pleased that she has started to turn around and see the light of how it's important to play both ends of the floor.